Philadelphia District Attorney Larry Krasner is suing to stop Elon Musk's $1 million giveaways to swing state voters. He's accusing Musk and Musk's America PAC, which supports former President Donald Trump, of, quote, running an illegal lottery in Philadelphia as well as throughout Pennsylvania. Joining us now to break this case down is trial attorney Jeremy Rosenthal. Jeremy, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. First of all, help our audience break down this case. What exactly is Musk being accused of here?
So what he's doing and what he's being accused of is he is taking registered voters and he's asking them to sign a petition that's supportive of the Second Amendment. If they do that, they can get, I believe, a flat fee of $47. And they're entered into a lottery where they could make $1 million. The Justice Department is saying that's really kind of a backhanded way of paying people to register to vote, which is a crime. And what Pennsylvania is doing, what Philadelphia is doing, is they're saying, well, hold on here. You can't run a casino out of your house. You can't do your own lottery system. These things are all very highly regulated. We fight over elections with these things, and they're very intricate with states and taxes and codes and all these things. And you can't just do it on your own. You've got to get the licensing in place. That's what they're suing him for. But the Justice Department has come out and told Elon Musk, dude, we don't like this. We're not really comfortable with this, and we think that this may be illegal. So a lot of moving parts here.
And so it seems that this case from the Philadelphia DA might not be the only case on Musk's hands right now.
The Philadelphia DA is filing for an injunction. They're trying to stop it right now because we've gotten an election in a week. The Justice Department, that's a much longer play and a much slower burn, if you will, and something that could last into next year. Now, if Donald Trump wins the White House, maybe it's a moot point and maybe the Justice Department forgives it. But really think of it like this. And Elon Musk and his lawyers, these are smart people. They've thought about this thing beforehand. And essentially what they're doing is operating in a really gray area. What they're saying is, we are not paying people to register. We are paying people to sign this petition. You just have to be registered in order to sign the petition. So think of when you go to the ball game and it's bobblehead night, right? First 1,000 fans get a bobblehead. Well, to get a bobblehead, all you got to do is sign up and give us your email, right? But you got to be in the ballpark to do that, and you got to buy a ticket to do that. So the Justice Department is essentially saying, look, you're paying people to register to vote, and that's a crime. It's a real gray area there, and one that if I was a billionaire, I might be comfortable like Elon Musk, but he's shaving his ice very thin here.
A very great analogy there. Really helps to put this whole thing into perspective. Now, I want to come back to the federal issue here, but for a moment, let's stick to Philadelphia and the DA saying that Musk is violating Pennsylvania's requirements for lottery operators. How strong of an argument does the DA have here? Does he have a chance of shutting this whole thing down?
I think a very good chance. I mean, again, Elon Musk, I'm sure he thought about this before he did it. You would think that he did. But this is a very highly regulated area. And there are tons of laws with regards to running these types of operations. You watch movies about Las Vegas and all the casino requirements that they have to jump through and all the boards and all the licensing. I mean, gambling is, for better or worse, what we would consider a vice. And vice is highly, highly regulated. I mean, we fight tooth and nail over lottery laws and where we can have gaming facilities and things like that. So it's in most instances, the government's going to say, okay, we're going to be okay with these types of giveaways, but you got to run it through us. We're going to check under the hood, make sure this isn't a Ponzi scheme, make sure that you're not going to collapse the economy, or in certain instances, make sure we're not bribing voters. So maybe if something got overlooked by Musk and his team, it might have been something like that.
Now, speaking of the federal situation, we've also seen a group of former Republican officials calling on Attorney General Merrick Garland to investigate Musk for potentially violating federal law of bribing people, as you just mentioned there. Now, according to what you've seen and what you just mentioned there, is it reasonable to label Musk's actions as bribery? I know it's a gray area, as you mentioned, but what do you think?
I think he's. I'll go back to the way I put it before. Uh, He has got. I think you've got, based on my understanding, arguments either way. Which for most people, right? Most people like sleeping at night. I don't like telling a client, look, we've got a good argument that what you're doing is fine. If you like sleeping at night, just don't do it at all, right? So you've got arguments either way. Again, what he's saying is, I'm not paying people to register to vote. But again, you've got to be a registered voter to sign up for it. Joe Biden the other day joked and said, well, I'm a registered voter. I guess thinking that he could get his $47 out of this. But again, you've got to get into the ballpark to sign up for the bobblehead, right? And is that a backhanded way of trying to get people to, is that a way that they're using to sell tickets to get into the ballpark? Well, that would be a promotion, wouldn't it? And that's the one argument that the government would have, and Elon Musk's is the opposite, saying no, this is just a petition. Now, again, what's the petition designed to do? I don't know. That's the big question. But again, the election's going to be next Tuesday, but this issue could potentially be around for Elon Musk quite a bit longer.
Absolutely. It's such a tricky issue to maneuver there and to understand there. Now, I'm curious, do the current couple of winners of this lottery have anything to worry about from their end?
They may have to testify. I would think that the Justice Department would consider them victims. I would think that anybody who signs these things probably. I don't know that the government's going to have a lot of issue go. Not. I wouldn't think that they have much to worry about. Again, you could. I think they would be considered victims, but I don't know. That's a tricky spot. If somebody put that petition in front of me, not so sure. Not so sure I'm putting my name on it. Again, I like sleeping at night, so that's just me.
Absolutely. Such an interesting topic. So many interesting things have happened this election cycle. I guess we'll have to see where it goes. Jeremy Rosenthal, thank you for joining us today.
Have a great day.